we go. That's good. Hello, Robert. Nice to see you. Every time I tweet that I'm streaming, there's always at least one obviously... Oh, hello, Pixel Flora. There's always one really obviously, like bot account that, likes the tweet. That, I don't know, I guess it's, farming engagement or something. Every time. They always pay for Twitter Blue. They always have, streaming in their name or something. They're always claiming to be, like a streaming networking thing or something like that. And, yeah, no thank you. These things are fucking weird. I see through this shit. Okay. Oh. Alright, well, Plock's done, then. I guess that means it's time to launch Dark Souls, huh? There we go. Scholar. Give it a moment. There we go. They are indeed Dark Souls. Oh, fuck, it's broken. Hold on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Last time we beat Ava, and I think we saved, what? One of the Ilium Loist Knights? I think? One of 3? Midley Dim Souls? You might want to check out Demon Souls for those. I wish I could stream Demon Souls, but for the time being, I really can't. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember where all of them are. I know one of them, the closest bonfire, is the first one. Although this one's the hardest one to get, so... I recently, actually finished Demon Souls for the first time. I actually made it to the end. And, that game is, fine. It's mainly interesting in its level design, more so than anything else. Its bosses are, genuinely terrible, but every level has, some weird, cute gimmick. I mean, every piece of the game is memorable until you step into a fog cave. Exceedingly bright souls. Let's see, since we moved this yesterday, we can finally open this chest. shit. There's a thing up here. I don't think I've ever actually been up this ladder. North Warder. Oh. I have a feeling that's probably... Which one is the North Warder? What? Oh, it's this one. Ooh, looking good, damaged. Looking good. Unfortunately, that armor stinks. Yeah, Dark Souls armor sets are normally found like that. Like in a complete set. Unfortunately, we're already basically wearing the best armor in the game. Okay, now that the wind has died down, those ladies will get up and attack us. If we try to walk past them at all. Why did he target the dog? Come on. Hey! They didn't even hit me once. That's, pretty nice considering that Dark Souls dogs tend to resemble moving hitboxes more so than actual dogs in gameplay. Oh. Almost missed. You. They're placed in really sneaky spots that you can't normally see on your first visit. Okay. What'd that say? Okay. Oh, right. They got rid of my cover. There's one enemy down of like 18. Okay, I found their limit. Never change, Dark Souls 2, never change. Should probably get all of the stuff for the Estus Flask at some point. Although it's been so long since we played on this save file that I genuinely don't remember where most of my items, or like, which items we got. I mean, it's less important in Dark Souls 2 than it is in other games, because you have basically infinite life gems, but... Come on, damaged. So far, so good. If there's anything around here, no. Okay, so now I have to go over here. And our objective is going to be up there. We just have to actually get to it. It's going to take quite a while. I think this is the hardest night to get to, in my opinion. Oh, fuck. Okay. These guys. So I've tricked you all. This is actually a Sonic game. See, there he is. Come on. These guys' hitboxes are a bitch and a half to avoid. Whenever I can take cheap shots against them, I gladly take them. Come on. See? This was a Sonic game the whole time. Okay. Do that. Holy shit, Robert, so true. No wonder this is considered the worst Dark Souls by a lot of people. Please, nobody notice that those people include me. Oh, fuck. Okay. So, this is where this area starts getting really hard. But probably not for the reasons you're thinking. Oh shit, he's on the ground floor. Normally this asshole just like sits above. I'm gonna pretend like none of that happened the way that it did. God damn. He put up no fight. But these guys will. These guys 1000% will. Oh. I haven't been caught in it yet, but you just gotta trust me. Oh shit. See, there you go. There's a fraction of this motherfucker's power. Oh! Another enemy on the ground floor where they don't belong? What? Oh my god, another one. Hey, Sonic, what's up? Do you mind staying the hell away from me for a second? Thank you. These enemies caused a friend of mine to quit playing the game completely. To this day, I don't think they've finished this DLC because of that. Yeah, that motherfucker right there deals most of my health within 2 seconds. Oh god. Okay. Well, I'm choosing to ignore him while I open this chest. What's he gonna do? Make me consume 1 life gem? Okay, so here's where we start to hit the problem. That. A random white spirit that we should not Under any circumstances, trust. No, you stay the fuck away from me. No, no, no. Okay. No, no, no. Well, he's distracted. So the second we pull that lever, he aggroes. And the moment we start dealing damage, he starts to run away, like a little bitch. See? There he goes. I hate this guy. Was this game before or after Sonic Unleashed? I believe it was after. Dark Souls 2 came out in 2012? No, 2014. Anyways, I would be amazed if literally anybody in chat remembered this guy. Oh. Oh, what is he doing? What is going on here? Well, whatever it is, I want no part of it. Oh, our little friend there is, like, stuck on him. That's good. We may die here, but he'll never trigger after this. Our little white spirit friend. Because we'll never go back up to that gate lever ever again. Because there's... Sonic! Anyways, ignoring all that. Oh, hello, Hikaru. Who looks like a mutated Oogie Boogie. Yeah, that guy's a repeat of an earlier boss. Do you mind? Motherfucker? Wow, he pursues me a lot further than I remember. Okay, so our quickest way through here is going to be to ignore everything. This field proves that even in Dark Souls 2, From Software hates us and wants us to suffer. And there's no way our, like, asshole friend can follow us up here. There's no way in hell. Okay, we're ignoring that for now. Oh, hello, Jay. Nice to see you as well. Okay, Sonic. You gonna aggro on me? Okay, these two are easy to trick. You can pretty... Oh, okay! You can pretty easily separate them, but, you know, that doesn't guarantee a kill. I might be fucked here, which involves a really long run back. Like, one you wouldn't believe. There hasn't been a bonfire or a shortcut this entire time. The most we've opened is the way to skip that asshole. Oh, I am so not used to this weapon against those guys. God. Let's try it again without being forced to run past everything, shall we? Holy shit. Well, the jerk from earlier will be gone. Well, he won't be gone. He'll just be standing there waiting to greet us forever, which he'll never do. Because there is no reason to pull that lever past the first time. You know, the DLC might be the best part of the game, but it is not free of Dark Souls 2 isms. Can you die? Okay. Okay, damaged. Whatever. Oh god, I just realized how much shit I have to walk past. God, I am opening my window. I was able to tolerate how warm it gets in here last time, but like, Jesus Christ. Today must have been hotter than yesterday. What date was that? Tuesday? Did I stream this last on Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. I have the memory of a goldfish. Well, I should have known they wouldn't have been nice to me twice. And now for this room. You gonna come get me, or are you just... Oh, okay! Where the fuck did you come from? Also, what was I dinking on? Oh, so, as of today, I've officially seen both halves of Barbieheimer, as people called it. I watched both Barbie and Oppenheimer, not in the same day. Watched Barbie like last week, and I went to see Oppenheimer today. They were pretty good. I can't say which I liked better because they're extremely different movies. But I thought they were both generally pretty great. Come on. Yeah, Barbie... I would say if I were to watch one again, it would be Barbie. But I think it's just because Barbie's way more fun. Oppenheimer is like the most stressful 3 hours you'll ever experience. There are moments in that movie where they intentionally go out of their way to like overstimulate you. It's like occasionally the movie just decides to attack you. Barbie was pretty good. I liked Barbie a lot. I want one of those I am Kenuff sweaters. It also had the same ending as Evangelion, which is a sentence that certainly can be said about the Barbie film. Yeah, Oppenheimer was pretty good, but you just kind of have to know what you're getting yourself into. It is a very serious 3-hour long, like, biography about one of the world's most controversial people. Don't know if I'm gonna watch Oppenheimer. I won't elaborate on what I mean by Barbie ends on Evangelion, but, or the same as, Evangelion. Yeah, Oppenheimer is 3 hours long, pretty much on the dot. Oh, right, Sonic. Come on, Sonic. Look at that, he took a cheap shot on me. Okay. So there's a Sonic hiding here. And I'm gonna dink off of these poles with really good hitboxes. And there's a Sonic here. No, thank you. Okay. Almost got spin dashed to death. And now I'm gonna sprint right through the middle and hopefully not get caught by any Sonics on the way. I'm not worried about the tree people, only Sonic. Okay. That's bad. The Sonics are basically the roller skeletons of this game. Except they're way stronger than the roller skeletons ever were. What do you mean, lost? Okay. Hold on. Is my... Yeah, my stream is still going. What is going on? You guys are still able to, like, hear and see this, right? Okay, yeah. Just, okay. Randomly booted from Steam, that's fine. I actually would prefer to play this game offline. This is the only Dark Souls that doesn't have, a boot into offline mode option. It is the only one. Can you stop rolling around in your own filth, please? What the fuck? I just died to the Covetous Demon? Okay. To be fair, I was distracted for most of that. Watch Oppenheimer, nearly done with all the main Metal Gear Solid games, so I'm kind of done with Nukes and War stuff for a bit. Yeah, I can understand. I've never played Metal Gear, actually. Everyone keeps telling me that it's really, really good, and I'm inclined to believe them. I have 2, 3, 4, and 5 all sitting on my shelf. I just have never gotten around to actually playing them. I'm done running past all of these idiots. Is it possible to legitimately just run past everything? Let's try it. Oh, this guy. Damaged. Can we start sprinting, please? Thank you. Dark Souls 2 has the worst, slowest stamina management system in the entire series. Ugh, that bar just does not want to move. Okay. Yeah, it's possible. Probably start with the very first Metal Gear on the MSX and suffer. I own the NES port of that somewhere. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's just in my drawer. The problem is that I don't actually... Well, no, I do own an NES. I just don't own a power cable or any, like, video hookups for it or any controllers. I own an NES, and I own, like, a handful of games. But, I just, have never gotten the actual proper hookups for it. Damaged. Can we start sprinting? Thank you. I hold the button and he starts sprinting like actually like a full minute later. I swear to fucking God. I think the big issue with 2 is that you can't start sprinting again until the bar has completely refilled itself if you like deplete it. So the sprint input feels really fucking unresponsive. That game is more so known for being terrible, I feel. Why am I fighting the Covetous Demon? Hello, Sonic! Yes, good to see you! I'm fucking watching you, you little rat. Since when is there like a closed door? Oh, they ran off at 2 FPS. Oh, I see. That is a completely useless shortcut. Okay. We're just gonna take it one step at a time through here. One golem. Hopefully that didn't wake another one up. MS game is... Oh, yeah. Huh. I actually didn't know the collection included them. I haven't really looked too deeply into the collections. I own, like, one of them that includes, like, I think it's 2, 3, and Peace Walker. I would honestly rather get hit by the golem than by Sonic. Sonic just hurt me by walking into me. What the fuck? Yeah, so there's a reason I go out of my way to make sure these don't wake up. They're really fucking annoying. Luckily, I don't think you're ever required to wake one up in the DLC where they actually attack. That is a crab. That would have hurt very bad. The MSX games are in the version of 3 that's on there? Oh! Okay, so I guess I do own them? I'm never going to play them. Ever. Oh god. Now I have to make my decision. Do I wake the golem up or do I deal with Sonic being alive? Alright, come over here. Let's get away from our friend the golem. It's just a golem in here? Okay. I don't think I need to fight him. I don't think he'll do anything to me. Yeah, there's no way, right? He doesn't fit through the door? What are other things I've been up to? Oh, so I just made it to Endwalker from Final Fantasy XIV. Was very excited to get to what I thought was the last expansion. And literally the exact day I make it to Endwalker, they fucking announce a new expansion. Yeah, I am finally on Endwalker. I'm very excited. You can backstab these guys? I thought these guys were like the big crystal ones. I should have time to make it through. Yeah, I'll have time. My sub isn't up very often because I don't have a ton of money, unfortunately. Okay, you two are coming over the ridge. Right now. Can't spin at me if I'm on the other side of this ridge. My opinion on Shadowbringers, I thought it was the best expansion. I'm worried about Endwalker because I don't like the main villain of Endwalker, as far as I've seen. Like Van Daniel. I think he's really annoying and lacks a lot of depth that other villains in the game have, like, had in spades. But, as far as Shadowbringers goes, I think it has pretty much the best of everything, except dungeons. Stormblood still wins on the dungeons front. But Shadowbringers has the best trials and the most interesting story and best use of, like, the Scions. And, of course, the Crystal Exarch. Who is very good, and I like him. Endwalker is pretty good, but Shadowbringers is still the best, yeah. God, just, like, being near Fan Daniel makes me viscerally upset. Like, it is a super unpleasant experience. Okay, motherfucker, wake up. Let's go. We have a boss to kill. Okay. We have one more Knight of Ilium Lois, and we can finally open the fucking shortcut. kind of remember where the last knight is. I seem to remember he's in an area that we kind of passed by, and I'm hoping there's an easy way to get back to. Where the fuck is my aged feather? There it is. The Exarch is really great. I like him a lot. Okay, let's restock on life gems real quick. Nope, that's not what I want to buy.
Thanks.
There we go.
Kindly.
Alright, and I believe... I think it's here that we want to go. I really want to stream Final Fantasy XIV, like with a stream-specific character. I know we had one way back in the day. I don't know how super interested I'd be in continuing her specifically. But I would be interested in streaming it. The real issue for me comes down to, with Final Fantasy XIV specifically, it's either I'm working while I'm playing it, which means that I likely won't want to stream it, because I'll be tired, or I'm not able to play it because I can't afford to. So, just kind of trapped in a weird cycle with it. Okay, yeah, he's down here. Just gonna ignore... Yeah, he's all the way at the bottom of this, so I think what I have to do is I have to trigger this little floor cave-in that this does. What the fuck? Where is it? I thought this thing caved in. Oh, to find a way down. Come over here. Away from the golem, please. I don't want to bring that thing to life. Yeah, the sub fee can hurt. We'll see, we'll see. My sub is technically active right now, but I don't plan on keeping it active for, like, a while. Because I will be attending school here pretty soon. Oh, and I've woken him up. I completely forgot that that was what I was trying to avoid. Good hitboxes. Dark Souls 2 is a game where the dodging is good. Shouldn't have to pick one at a time to play. Yeah, MMOs are really neat in concept, but it's either they get like really predatory with like subscription costs, or they get like expensive, or not subscription costs, microtransactions. That's the kind that I was thinking of. Or like they're a walled garden with subscription costs, which get really expensive to keep up with. Like, I would be so down to do streams of Final Fantasy XI, but that game is as much to sub for as FF14. I can't justify that without, like, consistent income from streaming. Screaming. Like, I just can't justify that. Okay, lady, come over here. Please. No, don't get near them. Okay. those golems set off a really nasty chain reaction where they feed into each other. So you don't have to just fight one golem from this encounter. You'll have to fight 3 in a row if you accidentally wake one up. Is that a chest? How the fuck? Consistent income from streaming? I can only wish. Okay, if I kill you... No. Okay. I'm going to need you to walk over here. Come on. I need you at least to the bridge. There we go. Okay, now I can look about, or see about, finding a way down. Unless your internet is really good, the bandwidth usage for streaming gives you bad ping. Yeah, that's one thing that I experienced. My internet's okay. It's, like, not terrible when it's actually functioning. My router is kind of a giant piece of shit. Okay, how the fuck do I get down there? Because I know it's... the guy's below me. Back here. I'm gonna say no. Man. I forget my allergy meds for one day. Jesus. Okay. I recently, for my own personal game collection, picked up a copy of Phantasy Star Online Episodes 1 and 2, which is a super unique game for the GameCube. It's an MMO, but it can be played completely offline with local split screen. I think up to 4 people. You cannot be serious. No, he did not wake up from that. Okay. Well, we're back at the bonfire. Yeah, that game's, like, really cool. Oh, fuck. I swear it's in this area. I just don't remember how to get to it. Let's try going to that bonfire, see if I can't find it. Like, a way into it. So this is the only bonfire that has yet to spit out a knight. Somewhere in its path. Let's see. Yeah, get backstabbed, idiot. I finally understand how to beat you. Had to drop. Oh, a dust guard. Come on. Phantasy Star Online 2 came out in the US when it was planned to. Yeah, I've heard that, whatever it is, the new version of it I've heard mixed things about it. The Phantasy Star I really want to play is Zero, the DS one that's supposed to be, like, kind of styled after Online 2 in a way. Like, the 3D action RPG on the DS. Oh, I love that shit. Yeah, it seems really cool. I've tried to get into it several times. It's been hard because you either start with the classics, which are widely available, but they're old as dirt, and also, like, a weird genre of game for the Genesis. It didn't really have very many RPGs. And, it had, like, exactly the Shining games and the Phantasy Star games. But, like, those games are, like, really weird. Can I open this? No? The fuck? That thing just doesn't have a model? Will that open now? He intentionally makes it invisible? Oh, that hurt. Come on. What the fuck? That's a grab. Oh, the second one. We're leaving. No, 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 nope, nope, no thank you, nope, bye. They're not following me anymore, are they? Oh, they still are. Okay, I can deal with one by himself. As long as his buddy doesn't run up. Zero isn't too expensive. It's like $20 to $40. I would want it in box, so that pushes it up to the 40 range. The problem is getting more copies, because I would want to do multiplayer with a couple of friends of mine, but... Like, God, that would run me a lot. It'd be probably $80 for me to get, like, a pretty solid session going with me and 2 friends. I've been on the hunt for that one for a couple years now, though. That and the Crystal Chronicles games that are on 3DS? Not 3DS, regular DS. I'm just so fascinated by regular DS action RPGs that are, like, 3D. Like, God, those have no business existing. That's a Mimic. Oh! Hello! I'm not waking the Mimic up. I'm gonna throw a thing at it, and it'll still be asleep, but it'll be asleep with its mouth open. Bonfire aesthetics. God, most of these chests are, like, pretty fucking useless. Oh, Bright Bugs, those are not useless. Those are actually good items for speedruns. Inflict more damage, receive less. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good item. Where's my Lloyd Talisman? Should have, like, a couple. Right? Right? What? Where's my Lloyd Talismans? Uh-oh. There they are. Thank God. Thought I was about to have to fight this Mimic. The Katarina. Oh. It sucks, but I can be the Onion Knight. The DS Crystal Chronicle games, you remember them being pretty good? Yeah, I've been super interested in them for a while. Oh, we'll just put this one back on. The other set looks weird in combination with this, or with the other pieces. Let's see. Is he over that way? Perhaps. 15 prism stones? What the fuck? That Estus Flask did nothing. The Solo Toe Robo? Oh, yeah. I'm well aware of it. I do not need to spend $400 on a DS game. I've already spent $150 on a PS2 game this year. I do not need to do anything like that again. Or was that last year? When did I do that? When did I do that? When did I buy that? No, it had to have been this year. Yeah. It takes a lot for me to go that far out of my way for a game. In terms of, like, price. That's not the attack I was trying to do, very obviously, but thank you, Dark Souls 2. God, I hate these enemies. Picked up the special edition with the soundtrack when you came out? Oh my god! Aha! I knew it was around here somewhere. Oh, okay. God, I hate these fucking enemies. Symphony of the Night on Saturn. Oh yeah, that game's pretty fucking pricey. I think the most expensive game I own is Xenosaga Part 3, I think. Especially since I assembled the box for it after the fact. So I didn't pay very much for it, but now it's probably worth way more than what I bought it for. Not that I'm ever selling it. Oh yeah, Symphony of the Night goes for way too much nowadays. PS1 is just collectible now. Doesn't matter how common the game is. If it has any kind of cultural interest behind it, it's gonna be expensive. Like, how else do you explain, like, Greatest Hits FF8 and 9 go for almost no money at all? But Greatest Hits FF7 is really expensive, even still. Same thing goes for, like, Metal Gear and Symphony. Any of the really high-quality Konami games at the time. You could probably just get that resurfaced. I wouldn't go picking up a whole new copy. And even if you don't want to, like, you know, resurface your disc for whatever reason, there's still the digital release that you can buy, which is still available. I think it's only on PS3, PSP, and Vita, though. And then, you know, there's, of course, you know, ARG, but I like to save that for games that are, like, really out of circulation. Shout out the Big Bex for Rune Factory 3. And then they did a fucking second run. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, game availability is good, objectively. I'm glad that games get second prints. That being said, come on. The timing sometimes is fucking insane. Okay. Do I have a bow I can use? Because that's what I tend to like to use. In areas like this. Nope, come on. There we go. There we go. Because rooms like this get really fucking annoying really fast. Oh. Come on. I haven't been relying on the bow that much in this playthrough, but there's an area that we're going to have to rely on it a lot. In fact, next time I stock up on supplies, I'll have to go and get that stuff. Oh my god, hold still. Thank you. Fucking fidgeting in the corner. I just refuse to deal with these dogs. They're so annoying. Literally just one giant hitbox that moves towards you at all times. Like a less bad version of the Sonics. There's still one down there, but I can't actually get to it. The Vita port of Symphony of the Night for the old dub, yeah. We're really subjectively better. Voice acting. Yeah, no, that old version is still... oh my god, there's so many! I hate this room so much. There we go. Yeah, no, I think the worst thing that they did with that port... oh, the dog smashed the chest. The worst thing they did with that port was change the voice acting. Not to, like, ding the new voice actors and all, but, like, God, the voice lines were just so perfect. Although, they put more care into that dub of the game than they did the game that it was originally attached to. Dracula X Chronicles has one of the most fucked up dubs I've ever seen. And it's for no discernible reason. I have literally no clue why that dub is the way it is. Richter's voice, like, pitch shifts itself 3 times a second. We're about to get invaded. The audio does desync a little bit, yeah. It gets, like, kind of SA2'd a bit. Who the fuck? Oh my god. It's not as bad as it is in SA2, but there are some moments where, like, voice lines can overlap, if I remember right. That dub is fucked up beyond belief. It is real bad. Okay, now, where was that last shortcut I opened? I hope it's closer to this bonfire. Japanese Rondo of Blood, so I'm not familiar with the fucked up cutscenes. Yeah. Outside of that little issue, that version of the game is pretty solid. I liked it a lot. That's what I played on stream when I played it. Unfortunately, I've kind of hit where my interest with Castlevania ends. I don't actually like Order of Ecclesia almost at all. I think it's kind of bad. Like, the fucking difficulty scaling in that game is all over the place. And the fact that they like, hide the most interesting part of the game for 90% of it. So you have these weird mini levels where, like, the story happens, and then you enter the like, main castle area, and basically no story happens from then on. It really could have used, like, a proper balance, where maybe, like, the castle could have been a hub to other areas around it, or something. I don't really like Order of Ecclesia all too much. And from there, the only games we're missing, like, I consider bad. Like, I don't like the Lords of Shadow games. I know. Hot take. I think that they're straight up terrible. Oh! Please count, please count, please count, please count. We won't know until we make it back. I don't think you streamed MX2 Castlevania. Oh, Vampire Killer? Yeah, I don't think I did that one. I'm certain nowadays setting up an MX2 emulator would be easy. But it's not something I've ever, like, messed with or done anything with. It's actually not a console I've ever touched in my life. Well, console. Computer system. I've never messed with them. But, like, otherwise, the only stuff I'm missing is, like, the ending of Order of Ecclesia, and then I'm missing, like, I never streamed Lords of Shadow, which I explicitly think is bad, and I never streamed, what's that one? The, like, weird little multiplayer one. Harmony of Despair. Never bothered with Harmony of Despair. Please don't respawn, please don't respawn, please don't respawn, please don't respawn, please don't respawn. Thank God. Okay. We're in the clear. She's not coming back. Although I got no souls from her. Like that thing on the Wii? Oh my God. Are the bad games bad enough to be able to laugh at on stream? No, that's the thing. They're all just boring. Harmony of Despair is excruciatingly dull. There's no new content in it, really. It's like a cute little send-off for the series, I suppose, but there's nothing really there. And then the Lords of Shadow games are just horrifically boring. There's actually nothing going on in them of interest. I tried to stream Legends. Yeah, I don't think I even finished level 1 of Legends. I kept getting caught by the trick candles and going, okay, what? Anyways, we're done! We are finally done with those fucking night guys. We can finally fight the coolest boss in Dark Souls 2. It's not even close with, like, between this one and the other bosses. I beat stage 1. I think we used passwords to, like, scan through the rest of the game to, like, give it a look. And then we looked at the end. Like, we watched the Dracula battle. I think he looked like a giant meatball, if I remember right. We called him Meatball Dracula. Alright, here we go. I would like to stress that this boss isn't just cool for Dark Souls 2. It's cool, period. God, we deal no damage in here. Okay, so phase 1 here. We have to kill these guys. PS1 or PS2 and 3 light rays, yeah. Honestly, I think games visually peaked at the PS3. Okay. There goes one gateway sealed. We have our nice Ilium Lace Knights to thank for these. So the reason that you have to get these guys is because they seal the portals that these guys pour in from, and you need at least 3 to seal in all of the portals. There goes number 2. I don't deal much damage to them. Oh, ow. Yeah, the real task with this boss is, like, group management for the first half, and then you have to switch really suddenly. And it helps if you can keep a knight alive, like I can't. Oh. Okay, there's number 3. Meaning that no more of these guys can spawn. I just have to get rid of the current ones. Okay. I don't know how many there are. believe it or not, this guy is on a timer. He is not attached to you killing all of these. The realism is cool, but everything's photorealistic. It loses its unique art style. Yeah. Modern video games look really bland to me. Although this game could do with some better lighting, because it was designed for lighting engines better than it could actually handle at the end of the day. Anyways, here we go! The Burnt Ivory King! This is the only of the kings in the DLCs that still holds his own crown. Oh, okay. In fact, he's the only king we'll be missing or meeting throughout the DLCs. Oh, I was out of stamina. He's still aggroed on me? Why? It is really rare for a Lois Knight to make it this deep into the fight. I'm gonna take his sacrifice here to pop some life gems. Okay. Got him! First try, hell yeah. Holy shit. So yeah, when they said that the old Chaos was trapped under the frozen city, they were not fucking kidding. And there we go, we got our first crown. Yeah, that fight was really fucking sick. Too bad I did it on the first try. It's alright, there's still plenty of neat stuff going on in these DLCs. And there's an additional boss we haven't fought in this one, although it sucks.
Now, I have no regrets. I was born amidst the dark. Long ago, in the depths of the abyss, my father perished. The dark shattered into tiny pieces, one of which was me. How frightened I was. A frail thing, born from but a splinter of dark. I felt that I might simply disappear. I am, in fact, the incarnation of my father's fears. I saw that the king of this land was strong. I sought him only to sustain myself, to smother my fears. Now, I realize that he may have known all along. I was born of fear, and my lord provided comfort. And so, here I remain, heiress to my lord's wishes, watching over chaos. Until the end of time. The Knights of Aleum Nois were swallowed by the chaos, where their souls still remain. I pray for their deliverance. The Knights of...
okay.
I pray.
And that is the Crown of the Burnt Ivory King DLC. Technically, there's one more boss, but it's through an infamously terrible area. And I figure we're gonna do all of the optional bosses that I missed in kind of one fell swoop. Just finish them all off all at once. And by finish them all off, I mean look at them, because I'm not fighting half of these idiots. They're so annoying. Let's see. I feel like there's gotta be a way to get more than one damage at a time on this weapon. Does it scale with anything else? Nope, just Dex and Faith. Okay. The disembodied lady who tried to kill us earlier. Hey, she's good now. Ignore the fact that she's also a part of the Abyss. Anyways, okay, so moving on. Ignoring all of that. First off, gotta restock, and
Thank you, Kai.
we're off to the second DLC. I'll leave it up to you guys. Are we doing poison or fire? There's a correct answer to this. And I'm hoping you guys don't pick wrong, because if you pick wrong, I will be in a lot of pain for a very long time. Poison? Going once. Going twice. Poison. No, you picked right. You absolutely picked right. The Fire DLC sucks ass. It's so bad. The Fire DLC is like viscerally upsetting how bad it is. So, to get to the Poison DLC, I think it's down there. I fell. So to get to the Poison DLC, I need to throw myself off that cliff. I'm not kidding. It's on one of those teeny tiny little platforms down there. Have we? Huh. No, we definitely haven't been down here yet. See, the fire DLC is relatively easy to get to. It's literally running past one enemy. This DLC, however... No thanks. No thank you. Hey, what? Do we... There's no fucking way. Where's the... Oh my god, we already have it. Alright, well this is where the key normally is. We already had it. It does not have a distinctive enough design for me to, notice. So now we have to go back to Majula. This is the most annoying sequence of things to do ever, by the way. Fighting off those giants is really fucking obnoxious. To equip the... Oh, okay. Goodbye, menu. Goodbye, Clonethy ring. Do I have the Silver Cat ring? I do. Hardly do a playthrough without it. Oh, in this playthrough, I purchased the ladders. Interesting. Oh. Okay. Down here. Oh, I see. That ladder goes directly to it. I didn't need to waste all my Estus, but it's fine. There's no enemies on this route anyways, that I remember. I feel like a dude locked in here. No. No, but there is a corpse. Soul Vortex, that's a spell. It's not very good if I remember right. Couple of Witch Tree items. Those let me cast spells. Great Lightning Spear. Hey, wait, that's a really good miracle. We should probably equip that. And the Dragon Talon, which lets us enter the DLC, finally. Alright, are you guys ready for a poison swamp? I kid, of course. It's not a poison swamp. It's so much cooler. Okay. Only 2 uses. 42! How much do I actually have? 26. Well, we know our goal. Now, we have to go back to Black Gulch. It's a fire swamp. No. This game already had its poison swamp. We're in it right now. I don't care if I'm poisoned here. I just need through this room. There we go. Okay. And this is another one of those spots where you can put down a summon sign and have it appear later in the DLC to, like, get a free trial of it. And the door that blocks you off if you haven't purchased the DLC. It's a neat idea, but I cannot imagine it was, easy to execute. Alright. Welcome to Shulva. This is one of the cooler DLCs. And that is our villain. That is Sin the Slumbering Dragon. I think it's spelled S-I-N-H. So, the basic gist of this place's lore is that, this city worships Sin. They believe him to be some kind of god of some sort. One of the Manus shards found its way here. And, ever since, the place has been in disrepair. The whole thing's been kind of toxified by Sin's breath. Because Sin is a poison-tinted dragon. I forget if that has anything to do with, like, what happened to him. There's some semblance of, or, like, some lore stuff here. Anyways, we're gonna be doing some fucking, Raiders of the Lost Ark shit. Thank God, we're actually dealing damage to these enemies. Everything doesn't resist electric. Okay. So, here we have our first, we'll call it puzzle to solve. And for the duration of this DLC, I will have to have, I suppose, this equipped. Okay, good. We have 873 wooden arrows. There we go. That deals no damage. Okay, there we go. A longbow plus 7, that's better. We can actually wield it. Yes, okay. Alright. There's a guy right there. There's a guy right there. Good. Damage is really accurate with a spear. He really knows how to hit things. Unable to connect chat. What the fuck? Phone Twitch is really weird. I haven't used it very much. I've only just been using it to check the chat past few days, but I suppose I don't have the app installed. I should probably, like, install the app if I want to use it for this. See, I don't want to go in there. I can tell you that much. This DLC has a lot of really neat enemy gimmicks in it too, as we'll see. Maybe not tonight, but next time I stream. Which we'll see when that is. I don't get my work schedules very far in advance right now, so... Like, today is what, Friday? Mobile Twitch is very buggy. That's good. Today is Friday? Yeah, I don't know if I'm working Monday or not. Oh, that is not worth it. No thanks. Okay, this guy's weird. So, he is a lizard that is covered in those poison-spitting stones. If you can aim low enough on him, he's pretty easy to kill. But you could also just aim for his forehead. Throwing knives. Cracked red eye orb. Okay. There is a bonfire here. Really close by, actually. I just have to remember how to get to it. It's like literally right above me, actually. If I remember correctly, I have to... Excuse you? I have to get myself onto one of those platforms. Oh, hello. Oh, I fell. Unable to connect to chat again. What the fuck? Try refreshing it. There. Yeah, I'll probably mess with mobile Twitch after tonight's stream. Will that hit them? It won't. Will that hit them? No, come on. It will. That is repeatable. That's good. Poppy humanity. My max HP is getting a little bit too low for comfort. What am I dinking on? Where does it put my spear hitbox? That guy just changed his bow into a sword. No animation. It just magically swapped. Okay. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Down here. Oh, I had to jump. I had to jump there. That's alright, that's alright. Wow, mobile Twitch is really fucking buggy. You know, I was considering just getting a whole new weapon after the last area, or the last DLC. It was like, this thing was spitting out for damage numbers, but it's fine, actually. It's good. You can go down. Or not. I fell. Oh, I fell. Are they going to fall too? Guess not. What's over here? Nothing? Am I supposed to be down here? Ah! Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out. I actually don't think I heard about Dragon's Dogma 2. I own the first one, but I've never played it. It's... Well, I've played a bit of it. I played, like, a couple hours. I don't know. We'll see. The one I was really interested to try was the MMO, and I kept waiting for it, and then it never came over here. But I don't know. I might end up with it eventually. I think at this point, the main things that I'm going for... I pre-ordered a copy of Mr. Gimmick through Limited Run Games. Mr. Gimmick is a game that has eluded me for most of my life, and I've always really wanted to own a copy of, and now I finally actually get a chance. It's a game where it picks up a lot when you get past the intro. A lot of people end up dropping it because of the intro. I can imagine. It seems really slow-paced at first. Do you mind? I don't know, the mechanics seem neat. I just, like, when I started it, I ended up not having as much time for it as I thought I would. Oh, good. Yeah, Gimmick's really cool. It's a physics-based platformer on the NES, and it's, like, not even bad. It's, like, actually pretty goddamn good. There it is. Finally. A bonfire. Oh. Yeah, the game is notoriously extremely hard and, not beginner friendly. And if you use even one continue while playing the game, you don't get the true ending. Like, this game is mean. It is. But it's, like, really cute. Has really good music, because it makes use of that extra sound chip that the NES could sometimes support. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Can't do anything in here yet. There's an item. Japanese cartridge has such robust sound capability that it can't be emulated, or at least it's very hard to. Yeah, sometimes emulators will just like spit out garbled nonsense, which is why it's getting like a standalone re-release rather than like being included in like a collection or anything. Some fucking insane company. Oh. Hi, Sin. What's up? Some insane company. Oh, I remember this item. This is the worst spell in the game. Focus Souls. It's really bad. I think it creates like a barrier around you. It's terrible. Yeah, gimmick. I'll play some gimmick music later. It's incredible. Yeah, I'll be picking that up soon once it actually releases. Limited Run's having it, like, a physical version in September. Alright, here we go. Now we're actually in the area. So, this area has two gimmicks that we're introduced to immediately. Buttons. And these guys. So, if we take a look, there's like an enemy outline there. That can attack you. However, their bodies are waiting right there. So if you destroy the body, the guy becomes touchable. And this enemy type is pretty tough, not gonna lie. Particularly later in the area. You gonna, like, come around the wall? Thank you. Later in the area, there's gonna be a room that's absolutely flooded with these motherfuckers. Yeah, raiding this place is not going to be easy. But I think because of that, this is one of the most rewarding DLCs. What else am I picking up? I'm saving up to get a new PC, obviously, which is going to expand my streaming capabilities a ton. I'm aiming for something pretty small and lightweight. But, you know, should still be able to handle a lot of the things I need it to, because computers have come pretty far. So that's gonna be fun. And I need to buy a PS5 at some point. I've been really resistant to it. Yes! I need to buy a PS5. I've been really resistant to it because I don't like the direction Sony's going in. All their games feel like movies now, and they're really hard in on that, like, oh, realism in video games thing that I am so tired of. They are allergic to having any kind of, like, mascot characters or anything like that. not impressed by the PS5's library right now. Pick up a PS5 because of FF16 and the new Star Wars game, but PS5 doesn't do it for me. Yeah, that's just it. I want to play FF16, and I want to play Kingdom Hearts 4 when it releases, and we have no guarantees on platforms for it. So it's just something that, like, I have to keep an eye on and probably get in the near future. But the PC comes first, because if any of those games come to PC, I would rather play them on my computer than I would on a fucking PS5. And I say this as someone who's a big console guy. Ah! As I was saying, I say this as someone who's a big console guy. I love my consoles, and I wish I could fucking stream from them still. Too few games that are just on the PS5. Yeah, exactly. I think the only PS5 exclusive that interests me at all is Final Fantasy 16. There's like Ratchet and Clank, but that's on PC now. That dealt no damage. Okay, it dealt damage to her, which is the one I care about. Good noise. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not enthusiastic about the PS5. I picked up a Series S because it was affordable, and it lets me play games that I'm interested in. I'm not even that much of a digital guy. The price point was just too good to pass up, though. You gonna, like, come down here and do something about the fact that I'm shooting you with an arrow? 800 times? Nope, he's gonna fire arrows back at me where I was standing 3 minutes ago. The controller sucks? Yeah, I figured. I haven't used it very much, but the buttons... So for me, with PlayStation consoles, there is one franchise I care about that's left, and even then, this one isn't really even left anymore. It's gone. I care about the Project Eva games, and obviously, like, Kingdom Hearts and tangentially Final Fantasy. But Kingdom Hearts seems pretty firm on leaving PlayStation, and, I doubt Final Fantasy 16 will be an exclusive forever. So all I care about is Project Eva now, not that it's getting any releases. But if I were to get a PS5, I would basically exclusively play, Project Eva Future Tone on it for probably a good while. Because I love that game to death. But, the controller just seems so shit. The buttons are all, like, squishy. Yeah, no, there's a reason they hand you a bow at the beginning of this DLC. PS5 controller is odd feeling buttons. Shape forces my hands uncomfortably upwards towards the triggers, and there's an awful scratchy lip around two parts of the shell. Oh! Well, let's remember, alright, the PS5 controller is not a video game controller. It's a movie remote. For playing all the movies that Sony releases. You know, like, The Last of Us. and Uncharted, and all those fucking, like, Until Dawn studio games, whatever they are. Sony doesn't make video games anymore. They just don't. Oh, good job. DVD games really have come far. Ha, get fucked. Wait, Sony has all PS5 games locked, so you can't use PS5 controllers unless you do remote play, where you can use a PS4 controller? What the fuck? No, the point is to sell more DS5s. That's what's the point. It's literally just to force you to buy the worst controller. I am using an Xbox controller right now. Like a Series S controller. I think technically this one's like a Series X controller. And you know, it's good. It gets the job done. It's a controller. It's comfortable to hold. Like, what's wrong with that? Why do you have to shove a bunch of bullshit in your controllers? Granted, the Xbox controllers are by no means cheap. But they're cheaper than, like, Joy-Cons. I don't know. I'm not super enthusiastic about the future of video games. I think that the industry has pretty much stagnated at this point. Say it's for preventing cheating because of the features they have, but only functional differences feedback on the triggers. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going that way. Oh, God. Okay. This room sucks. We need to hit that. And then we need to book it. Go, go, go. Oh my God. Okay. Whoa! Don't care about any game events because most of the games shown, I either have no interest or I'm too poor to ever play them. Yeah. I don't know. I get excited for game events like that because it's like a peek at the future. But every time I'm looking at them, I'm like, God, I fucking hate video games. We are not super close to the bonfire. I mean, physically, we are very close to the bonfire, but we're not, like, actually close to getting there. Okay, so this is a suicide run. I'll say that outright right now. Third-party PS5 controller market is atrocious. Ew. Okay. Suicide run, here we go. We are not surviving this. There is no way in hell we're surviving this. Oh God, no. No thanks. There's 2 left. Okay, those don't respawn, so these guys are permanently hittable. The problem is, they're still angry at me. kill her. Before she gets a chance to fart on me like she did last time. Oh, okay. Or I get poisoned anyways, it's fine. What? Why did my character do that? Oh, that's not worth... Okay. Now, we just have to... It's down those stairs. Ah! I just have to get rid of the ones that are still around. Don't you hide from me. That dealt no damage. Okay. There's another one down here somewhere. I know there is. Okay. Well, if he pursues me out of nowhere, then so be it. To get to the bonfire, what we have to do... We have to... hit that. And then go up. Before I reset the enemies, I do want to grab one of the important key items in here. Take that. Come on. There we go. Okay. Or is it this one? Might be in here. Who died? The Dragon Stone. Okay, I think that's the item I need. I'm still gonna, like, get this one, though. 'Cause there's an item in a chest in here. Oh, come on. One of these positions has to trigger that switch. Oh my god. Damaged. I'm certain you're aware of this. But that is, not actually the button you're hitting. Can I hit it from here? No. Okay. You know, actually, there was a recent, game trailer that I was pretty hyped for. During the Xbox showcase, they showed off a game called South of Midnight. That game had a really good-looking trailer. It didn't show any gameplay, so I still don't actually... Oh, that was nothing. Okay. I don't actually, like, know what the game is. But, the art style was gorgeous, and the trailer was actually pretty, neat. Okay. Across here. Around this corner. There we go. One bonfire. And a crossbow. Now back to Majula, and we'll be done for the night. long as you aren't moving, the spikes shouldn't hurt you. Yeah, probably not. They do, though. I know for a fact they do, because there's other spikes in the game that are programmed like that. Although they deal way less damage, so it's really funny. You start, like, getting hit a million times, and then, like, your health bar is barely moving. Yeah, let's put some points into Faith, I guess. And top off our life gems. Honestly, Xbox is the only of the big three console manufacturers that I'm, like, paying any attention to right now. Nintendo just hasn't interested me in quite a while in anything that they've done. In fact, kind of the opposite. I feel like a lot of their games are drifting away from what I value in games. Do I have... No? Hold on. Let me just... Let me see where it ended up. Let's see. Yeah, it's still sitting there on my desktop. There we go. Oh my god. It's a weird resolution. There we go. Unplug my Xbox controller too. God, it's fucking hot in here. I'll play some gimmick music now. I'm not planning on going too long for this. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I love the gimmick OST. It's really good. Sony recently announced, speaking of console manufacturers, announced something that makes me froth at the mouth every time I think about it. They confirmed a brand new handheld. Handhelds being my favorite style of console. Why is my Xbox on? Weird. Handhelds being my favorite style of console to collect for. They announced a new handheld, quote-unquote, that is, I am not kidding, an Android tablet that has had a DualShock 5 controller that has been cut in half, just taped to either side of it, and it streams your PS5 games. Why? Who wants this? Absolutely nobody wants a console for this. Or like a little handheld tablet thing. You know what Microsoft did? They made an app for existing Android devices. And made a little mount that you can attach to your Xbox controller that you put your phone in. That's what they did. It's almost like a Switch knockoff. It's infuriating. Like, oh my god. Streaming games is not at that level yet. Sony's take on the Wii U tablet. Yeah, kinda. In that you can't take it too far from the console. Like, streaming like that isn't at that level yet. It's not there. Speaking as somebody who has streamed a game on my Xbox console while I had Game Pass, I tried their little streaming service. And it worked. I could play the game, but it certainly wasn't as good as having the game downloaded. I don't understand why they couldn't have made this thing, capable of running its own games. Yeah, no, Remote Play basically only works if you're on the same Wi-Fi. Yeah, no. Oh my god, the cloud version of Kingdom Hearts was so bad. It was so fucking bad. I choose to not acknowledge that thing's existence because, god, that is depressing. Square Enix makes a lot of very obviously business deal motivated decisions when it comes down to it. You know, they make a lot of like their NFT gaming initiative is very obviously because the company feels like investing in NFTs, so they want to attach them to their main products. And obviously this cloud gaming thing is another piece of this dog shit where they're just investing in the cloud technology, so they want to force people to use it. And guess what, Square? Nobody wants it. The logo for the cloud version is just not the usual style. Imagine paying money for the right to stream one game, and when they stop running the servers, you lose your game. Fucking exactly. This is why nobody wants anything to do with game streaming. It's why Stadia failed miserably, and what do you know? Nobody's gonna buy this new Sony thing. Although, that's because of other issues. I think Microsoft genuinely has it right, where they're making it as accessible as they possibly can, and it's for games that you distinctly own. Which, granted, digital ownership is another problem in and of itself, and I'm not very fond of how it's currently handled, but, like, it is better than, like, not even getting the files to begin with. Like, there are games that are on Stadia that, I'd imagine are probably lost forever. Like, I haven't done much research into it, but I can't imagine that, like, any Stadia exclusive that existed is backed up anywhere. Basically what I'm saying is, physical media is the way of the future. Don't let them tell you otherwise. I kind of hate that they've been maliciously eroding it over the years. They've been, like, I think it was, like, there was a fucking Marvel thing. It was, WandaVision. WandaVision released a discless Steelbook Collector's Edition. There's no discs! Which song is this one? Oh, this is the final boss theme. Yeah, no, DRM needs to fucking die. I always hated Switch Online. Here's all these games, subscribe to our service, you have them for X amount of time. Lose them forever if you don't pay again. Oh my fucking god. I hate Switch Online. I have never paid for it a day in my life. I have had it the entire time it's been around. And the person who was, like, whose family plan I'm on is also paying for the expansion pass, so I get the N64 and Genesis games, and I still think it's not fucking worth it. It's nice to have access to, like, Game Boy Advanced games, I suppose, but you know what I would rather have? A fucking virtual console where I can purchase the games. Nintendo, you've had an account system this entire time. You could have just stapled those games to the account system. So, like, forever on my Nintendo account, it has marked that I own Ocarina of Time, or I own Minish Cap, Yeah, no, I miss games being fucking accessible. Ever since game companies have figured out that they can scalp people for buying old products, it has been downhill for the industry. Exactly. You need to own the things you get. You need to own them. I can pick up my copy of, it was JoJo Part 4. I can pick up one of my volumes. I can flip this open at any time, and no company can tell me no. I can hand this to a friend of mine to let them read it. No company can tell me no, because I physically own this object. I'm fucking tired of corporate greed destroying everything I love. Yeah, Nintendo claims that they're gonna keep Switch Online around for, like, the foreseeable future with their consoles. I don't believe them. Like, they're gonna keep the same game library. But then they miss out on the chance of, charging you again. And again. And again. Getting their heads that would legit buy an official emulator and associated ROMs doesn't need to be a full port. I'd pay $10 a pop for a game running on an emulator on my Switch. Exactly. There are some game companies that like, do keep up with that kind of thing, and they are pretty good about it. I seem to remember, like, Sega's pretty decent about it, although not with exactly Sonic 3 for some reason. Well, no, that reason is named Michael. Jackson, comma, Michael, exactly. But, like, overwhelmingly, most companies are pretty bad about it. Konami is oddly good about it, though, which I wouldn't expect. No, I think the most egregious thing that's been happening lately... Yeah, no, I like Sega, for the most part. Obviously, I think they do wrong sometimes. I have my, you know, no small number of criticism of them. But I think in the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, Sega's been doing really good. You know who fucking hasn't? Square Enix. Right now, if I go to Steam, and I type in Final Fantasy. Let's just say, oh, I want to play the Final Fantasy games. Why not? You know? $11 a pop for... Oh god, some of these. For each of the Pixel remasters? No, not even. It's $12 for Final Fantasy 1. How much is 2? $12 as well. 3 is 18. I don't know why 3 is 18. It's not better than 1 and 2. 4 is 18, 5 is 18, and 6 is 18. And that's their stupid, like, Pixel remaster bullshit. I mean, obviously, I think the Pixel remasters are supposed to be pretty good. But, like, they come in a bundle, and you'd think, okay, well, is that bundle, like, $60, so it, you know, doesn't put me out, you know, a ton? It's just like buying one new video game, right? Wrong. It is currently $75 to purchase all of them. That's above the new inflated price of, like, newer video games, which is unearned, by the way. I think if a game is charging you $70 for it now, you really have to consider, is that game worth it? You really have to think, should I buy that game? Or should I buy any number of indie games that are going to be way better? Or any number of games that are on sale that are maybe going to even scratch that same itch and be AAA? So many of their old games I want to play that aren't available in the form I want, or they aren't available at all. Oh my fucking god. Okay, Square is okay about re-releases. They do fine, but they aren't good about it. Like, there are a large number of, like, actual Final Fantasy games, just not even looking at their other stuff, Final Fantasy games that are unavailable to play, period. Most of the early Saga games, I know that they're not technically Final Fantasy, but they're labeled as such over here, those things, You can't play those, sorry. Final Fantasy Tactics, I don't think is available on any modern platform. I don't think, anyways. I could be wrong about that. No, it's not. Dragon Quest Monsters fan? Oh, I'm so sorry. Didn't they just announce a new one, though? You know, you're fine. You're fine. You got a new one coming. That means... nothing, actually. Doesn't mean that they'll actually re-release the old ones. God forbid. Oh, and Dragon Quest. Poor Dragon Quest. I think the only console you can play those on is, like, Android console, quote-unquote. Because I think Android has pretty much all of them. But, like, on modern consoles, the only one you can buy is 11. 1 through 10? Nah, fuck you. It happens to too many games. Particularly under a certain, you know, giants of the industry. Looking at you, fucking Nintendo. Hey, Nintendo, what happened to Mario Sunshine? I know that you re-released it, but where is it? I have Joker 1 and 2, Caravan Heart, and an old one on Color. There's 3 Japan only in the Joker sub-series. Yeah. Happens to the best of them. Oh my god. Saga... I just remembered Saga Frontiers. Let me just... Because it's not enough that a game gets a re-release. You need, like, a good re-release. Can I find images of the PS1 version? Yeah, so Saga Frontiers is a game that had this really specific art style on the PS1. This really unique, very gorgeous art style that was just, like, smooth to hell and back on the remaster. Can I find this boss on the PS1 version? I would like to do a direct comparison. No. I can't. But, I mean, you can kind of just see it. Will this work? I suppose that works. Yeah, here's the, oh, no. Here's the remaster. You can, like, see how smooth everything is. You can see the places where, like, on the character models, personality was lost. It's, like, really depressing. I can't find any good images of it, but this title screen was the most fucked up one. Like, these... The characters, like, in the original look like part of the background, and they don't anymore. They look like they're supposed to be there, and nowadays they literally just don't. Yeah, they smoothed it to hell and back, and I really don't understand. But they didn't smooth the pre-rendered backgrounds as much. Only the players. Bahamut Lagoon? Never even heard of it. Oh, hey, we're in the actual level themes of, Mr. Gimmick. I have never heard of this game before. Pixel smoothing is a sin. Yes! Just fucking give up. Stop, like, pixel smoothing old games. Don't do it. leave them the same, so that if I want to display them on a CRT and get that experience, I can. I'm gonna be honest, Bahamut Lagoon is, like, indistinguishable from a Final Fantasy game from my perspective, just looking at Google Images. It just looks like a Final Fantasy game that, like, isn't. No English physical releases. Let me just, run to eBay real quick. Let me see Bahamut Lagoon English. Let's see if anyone's made one. Yeah, you can get, what looks like reproduction carts for about $25, 20 to 25. So if you want to own it, it's available as like an English patched SNES cart. Yeah, I know this because I've purchased a few games like this in the past. I own a copy of FF5 for Super Nintendo that is a fan-translated version of the game. Yeah, no, if there's ever a Japan-only game you're interested in, particularly on Super Nintendo and GBA, people are making repro carts for those out the ass right now, so pretty good indication that you can find something. Yeah, I also own Mother 1 and Mother 3 English patched on the GBA. Technically, Mother 2 Earthbound is on the Mother 1 cart, but I don't believe its patch is finished. So it really is just Mother 1 of Mega Man and Bass. I've always pronounced that as Mega Man and Bass as a kid, and everyone's always corrected me. It never sticks. I've heard that game is weirdly frustrating. Like genuinely one of the more hated Mega Man games. Still kind of neat to own. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool English patched carts you can find out there. I bet there's one for Live-A-Live. Yeah, you can get that game. Same prices, too. One of the harder Mega Man games for sure, but I genuinely like it. Oh, that's good. I don't know a whole lot about it. Which level is this one? This is stage 2. I love the Gimmick soundtrack. It's so good. Speaking of, just look up Mr. Gimmick on eBay. Yeah. Mr. Gimmick having a normal one. Mr. Gimmick, yeah. The patch reproductions, playing on original hardware is always nice. Yeah, I appreciate it too. Tends to be hated because of how demanding it can be. Yeah, no, Gimmick is infamous. It was released in one territory. On the NES. So it is extremely rare. Here is a reproduction cart of a fan-made sequel someone made. There are a couple ROM hacks of this game because people find its like physics gimmicks to be so interesting that people actually make ROM hacks for this game because it draws in a crowd. Okay, now no, you can't charge $2,000 for a homebrew. Fuck you. There's the Famicom cart reproduction. The repros for this thing are insanely hard to find because they need to have the sound chip built into it. one of them is a very long marathon with multiple bosses. Oh my god. Luckily, however, you don't need to buy Mr. Gimmick like that anymore. Check Steam right now. It's out. I believe it's under the name Gimmick Special Edition. Yeah. It's not doing super great because they didn't really advertise it. But it is generally considered one of the better, like, NES games out there. Oh, I didn't mean to pause that. Hold on. There we go. I wanted to show off the trailer a little bit. You can see that the thing is, very physics-based. You need to rely on, like, how everything moves. God, this game is so cute. It is a pretty bog-standard, like, NES re-release at this point. I'd purchase it, but I literally already have a copy on pre-order. Kirby's Adventure ROM hack I saw once. One of the levels is just quick, man. Kirby, but with Mario movement? A little bit, yeah. It's less Mario movement. The movement in this game is really weird to describe, and I don't think I've ever played a game quite like it. That star it moves in a really particular way. Yeah, I recommend Gimmick. It's great. That's such nice music. Sounds something you'd expect from a modern composition trying to sound like an NES. Yeah, this thing is insane. Sunsoft had their own proprietary way, or like a cartridge chip that gave the NES an extra sound channel, and they fucking used the hell out of it. It's a very solid game. I wish I could afford it. I wish I could afford it so bad. This thing has been my white whale for so long. I need a copy of this. Stage 3, okay. Close some of these tabs. Alright, well, it is currently 12:40, and I am very tired, so I am going to go to bed, probably. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. It's been fun. Hopefully next stream won't be too long from now. Wish I could stream more, but between school and work and all that other nonsense, it's, I've had a pretty full schedule, so I'm off for the summer, but we'll see how that all pans out. Alright, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.